Hello everyone. Today I thought it was kind of interesting that two people asked me what a Cricut machine was, and I know that two of those people read my blog, so I decided that I would go ahead and make a video of what a Cricut is. And this one goes out to Christina, Jenny, and my grandma. Alright, this is a Cricut Expression. It is a bigger machine. It cuts paper that is approximately 12 by 24, but I only have a 12 by 12 mat. Okay, so here's the machine, and here is the mat. And what it does is you put your paper down onto the mat, you feed it into the machine, and then you tell it what you want it to cut. Now, there's two different types of cartridges. There are light cartridges that you can get at Walmart for like $39, and they have a bunch of cute little things that you can cut out. Also, there is just a regular shape cartridge, and this is the A Cricut, and I think everyone should own this cartridge. And these are all the cute little things that you can make with it. I really like it. Okay, so let's see, inside the each cartridge you can get is a book that tells you all the things that you can make, the overlay, which goes on here, and the cartridge, and then that goes in there. Okay, now we go ahead and just turn it on. Then it makes the startup noise. Okay, so there's a little screen. It's saying the Cricut is loaded, and it tells you to put your mat inside. So first I have to decide what I want to make. And okay, I'm going to make that little flower. Okay, so it's on the hippo. Okay, so let me go ahead and go get my paper. I'll be right back. Alright, okie dokie, I am back. So I went ahead and chose some brown, pink, and green paper. And the thing about this mat is that it's sticky. It kind of feels like I think it has stickiness. Okay, you're not really supposed to touch it, supposedly. It's supposed to take the stickiness away, but oh well. Anyways, okay, so I went ahead and chose my paper, and I just got some scrap paper, and so I'm going to go ahead and load it into my machine. And I'm going to push load. Okay. Okay, I decided that I didn't like my paper being on the left-hand side of the mat. There really is no reason why it can't be, but I like to have my things on the right. So anyways, okay, so the first thing I need to do is look at my book and look at the flower, and the first thing I need to do is make a brown flower. So I find the hippo, and I push shift hippo, and it's going to tell me flower. Yep. Okay, so I need to decide what size I want to make this. So I'm going to make it 2 inches. So there's a dial here that tells you can choose what size flower you want, and I want a 2-inch flower. So I'm going to push cut. And, okay, stop it. Oops, stop. Okay. Alright. I did not put my paper down. That's one thing about this scraps. You have to really make sure you press the paper down. Okay, let's try this again. So I'm going to go ahead and just move my blade. Oh! Let's try this again. Alright, okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and push repeat last, because I already pushed unload, and when you push unload it cancels things out. Okay, so let's try this again and pray that it doesn't move. Okay, push cut. There we go. So it's going to cut a 2-inch flower out, and the reason why I'm cutting it out brown is because that's the base color, so the eyes and the mouth of the little flower are going to shine through. You can see it's cutting right there. Okay, so on to the pink paper. Okay, I've got my blade in place for the pink paper, and okay, so I know that I'm going to do let's see, the pink flower, and so that says layer 1. So I go over here, and there's some creative features over here. So I have layer 1, and I need to push shift, just like on a keyboard. You have to push shift if you want something in the upper right hand corner. So I'm going to push shift, and there's my hippo flower. And it's going to come up on the screen. I always like to double check. Yep, that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'm going ahead and push cut. My size is still the same. My paper tore a little bit. My paper's been doing that for some reason. I don't know if it's my mat. I don't think it's my blade because I just changed it, so it might be my mat. It's a very well loved mat. Okay, now let me go ahead and move my blade over. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do layer 2. Okay, layer 2, hippo, double check. Oh, I need to do shift. See, good thing I checked because I would have done a hippo. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear. Clear display. Okay, so I have shift already hit, layer 2, and I'll go ahead and push the flower. Yep, there we go. Okay, so it's the stem, so push cut. Normally I have my flower, my blade go cutting a little faster because you can choose like the speed, low, all the way to high or max, or the pressure of how much pressure you want the blade to be put, and I can do max. Usually I notice I keep it all the way up on high, but the last thing I had cut I had on a lower speed and I just forgot to change it. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and unload my paper on the mat. Alright, and I will show you what comes next. Okay, so I go ahead and just take my paper off. And then you've got your little paper. Got a little spatula, and I just peel those right off. Oops, oh sorry. Not very good at doing camera work. Okay, and then I will glue them all together. Alright, I went ahead and put all my pieces on my little craft mat. So the first thing I do is take off my lid of my glue pen and, stop it. Okay, go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on here. Okay, and go ahead and put my flower head on. The mouth did tear a little bit, so it kind of looks like he had, or she, since she's pink, she has a missing tooth. And I'll go ahead and put the green leaf on here. Alright, and here I have a happy little toothless flower. Alright, so this is what a Cricut is. Cricut expression.